Morning, everyone. This is Compost Chicken Queens Plus. In this case, plus, what do I call it? Gratitudes? I don't know if that's a word. The spell checker doesn't like it. Oh well, my phone's stupid. I don't even know if it argues with me on words that are actually real, so I don't know. Anyways, I learned something new. The phone, when it's not in selfie mode, has almost twice the amount of space for a video as the selfie side does. I don't know why. So, anyways, in order to get 17 minutes, I'm facing it this way. Here's my gratitudes, David. You're right. Maybe I should sing your praises in person more. And I do, but maybe it's time to do it on Compost Chicken Queens more, even though in person, in front of people, and to you, I do say it, but, for public record. And I'm not supposed to talk to you because of reasons right now. I'm going to think about whether I should say what it is or not. My dad is fucking pissed off because I am talking to you, but I don't give a rat's ass. Anyways, from the beginning is probably the best time. From the beginning. First time I remember meeting you, I don't exactly remember all the details. I apologize. But you went with me at least one of those times to, I don't know what you're seeing. You went with me to Costco at least one of those 2 times and kept me company. I decided, hey, you seem cool enough that, and, didn't get any dangerous vibe off you. Why don't you come hang out with me? Go to Costco with me. Keep me company. We can talk. I can get to know you. And you agreed. And we spent time shopping, and I showed you why. The food I eat, which is carnivore diet. And you entertained it with, interest and enthusiasm even. And I was quite impressed. Because a lot of people just look at me like, what the fuck? At least they did back then. And you went with, and then you got your dad to come and get us. And I didn't know him at all. I got into his truck. And you guys took me to my house. And we talked a little while in the dark. Because it was cold. At least one of those times was, I think, in spring. It was before the lockdowns. And I think we exchanged numbers or something, but for some reason I lost your number and you didn't have a telephone number. You didn't have a telephone. And then I think we ran into each other again, and the same sort of thing happened. We went to Costco together. I got a ride home with your dad and you, and we talked for a while. And I didn't see you until after, till... Oh no, I'm losing track of time. That's a problem I have. I don't remember what year it is sometimes. Well, I know what year it is now, but when was it that we started hanging out together? I have to think hard about that. Because you helped me through a winter. 2, I think. I asked you, could you come and take care of my animals while I go away? And you said, yeah. Were we already in a relationship at that point? I don't remember at this actual moment. But you did a really good job. And you were worried that you were going to do a good job, and I assured you, no, you'll be fine, David. Because you've been helping me take care of my animals for a while at that point. I think we finally, that's right. I'm jumping around. We ran into each other again. I think I can't remember the first time that we ran into each other during the lockdowns. Was it at the library or was it on the street corner near the Angels Plaza? I don't remember, but I know I met you both those times. But in either way, I didn't get a weird vibe off you that was dangerous or anything, and I eventually invited you to come see my animals because you expressed an interest in it. And, you seemed to be really interested in it. And I was happy to share that with somebody. Because my own partner, he's a mostly vegan. Well, at that point he was only eating dairy, but he had been an actual vegan for a long time. And then he added dairy back. And it was nice to have somebody who actually thought it was cool instead of sort of tolerated it because my fucking neighbors at the time, now that I'm not there, I don't have to worry about it anymore. But they were such annoying people, and it put a lot of stress on my partner, Rob. But I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Buckle to some assholes who don't like me even though I'm following the rules. Keeping my own business to myself. My chickens occasionally, some of them occasionally would fucking escape, but what do you expect? They're chickens. I can still find a way over around the fence. But I kept all that stuff going stubbornly because I'm like, if I give my chickens away, A, my asshole neighbors win, even though there's no reason for it. And B, then, when my son goes to school, even though I got found carnivore by that part, and where had I? Well, I've had carnivore part before that and after. I started chickens in 2016, September 2016. And I found carnivore 2 years later. So with my chickens before carnivore, I had a reason to go outside. Because my neighbors make such assholes. I didn't want to go outside. Because of complex PTSD, I didn't want to go outside. But I hate fucking food waste. So, with my chickens, I resolved that problem. Because it was such a bone of contention with me, with my son. Because he always had fucking eating problems ever since day one. And part of my trauma is from that. And I'm supposed to be showing you gratitude, and I'm trying to. It's a little long and preamble, I understand. But you don't understand how much it meant to me that you came and helped me, and come and understand what it meant to me to do these things. And I really enjoyed when the one time came and you went with me downtown. It was such a neat thing because it was this thing ritual I did every day that I needed to. Take my wagon on the bus, either really late at night, but I found first thing in the morning was actually better, but sometimes I'll do it late at night. But you went with me first thing in the morning, downtown, and I showed you my route, and watched me pull the bags of restaurant scraps out of the bins. And you didn't say, ooh, that's gross, or what are you doing, or any weird shit. You just thought it was the coolest thing. And that meant a lot to me. It still does. Because I think my partner often just tolerates me. Rob often just tolerates me and, the fucking neighbors. And I couldn't prove that I was doing it wrong. They just make shit up. Lie and tell the fucking bylaw, and everybody else will listen to them, even on Facebook, that those neighbors and the chickens are so fucking horrible that we can't have parties outside in the backyard. Meanwhile, I fucking on my YouTube channel, if you guys look for it. And then, David, if you want to see it, because I don't know that you've seen it or not. It's somewhere buried in one of my videos, in the middle of one of my long videos. The Ontario Animal Welfare Services, standing in my backyard, surrounded by my animals, or at least on the edge of it. It's like, you know what's strange? I don't smell anything. I'm like, yeah, because I know what I'm doing. Okay, once in a while there's a bit of a bad smell. It fucking happens. It's fucking organics. It's not perfect. It's not science. It's fucking backyard urban chickens. And you made me feel not like a burden. Not like I was a fucking crazy misfit. You know, I feel accepted. You go into my house and it's a horrible disaster. And I don't feel shamed by you. You're like, that's okay. And this is, I think, by the time we already had a relationship going, or maybe we didn't, but I didn't feel judged. I mean, judging is a good thing when you had school discernment too. And yeah, my mess is a mess. But feeling like a horrible person, being treated like I'm a horrible person because I have a fucking hoarding problem is not useful, and people don't seem to understand that. A lot of people, some of them in my family, don't seem to understand that. My one sister says I'm a horrible person because I'm a hoarder. As if I'm the same kind of horrible that is like a fucking drug addict or a fucking child abuser or a fucking criminal of some sort. I'm sorry, I have a fucking mental illness. My bad. And you didn't make me feel that way. You were like, that's okay, I can help you. And you helped me. And I really appreciate that. And I've told you many times, but here on Composting in Queens Plus, David McCready has been very, very, very helpful to me. Pretty much since the beginning of my knowing him. He did a really good job taking care of my animals, and I really appreciated it. And it was so nice to have somebody to talk to about it. And I could share my eggs. My chicken's eggs, and I was getting milk. I gave you milk, and it was great that you're enthusiastic about it. It's so nice to have somebody to share these things with. Helping me with my mess. And coming with me. Just keeping me company. I really appreciate that. Because it's not much. It's not much to other people when their houses are clean, but my house was a fucking disaster. And they've got those special cleaners to come. Really expensive ones. And you were so helpful helping me with them. Because it made everything go quicker, so I didn't have to spend $40 an hour as much. I still had to pay $40 an hour, but I just, better use of the money, and I was so pleased that you were there with me on my side. Not that they weren't; those were fabulous cleaners. A shout out to those people, and I can't remember her name right now. Jen. Very, very good people. Very good people and very good cleaners. If I can remember, I'll put her name in the description, unless I remember it somewhere here, but even that I'll do it in the description when I get time to find it. And then taking care of my animals. I know I've said that already, but it's a big deal. And then, I'm gonna jump around because that's the way my mind thinks. You didn't have to go with me to Windsor. We'd already had some weird, shit happen. Like when my fucking neighbor called the bylaw, and the bylaw came and stole all this stuff out of my backyard, and the side yard, and the front yard, including my love seat, that there's nothing wrong with. You're allowed to have outside furniture for it, or inside furniture for outdoor use, but he decided to tell me that it was not allowed. And they stole all that stuff right in front of you. And I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. I didn't know what to do. I saw it happen, and I was so, shocked and traumatized. And you handled it really well. I don't hold anything against you for that, because honestly, what the fuck? know what I do? I have no idea. You didn't. I didn't want you to go through that, but you did. And you helped me before that. You helped me build the rabbit tractor. You and I did a good job. You helped me move the rabbit hutch in place not long after I got it. That was a lot of work. You helped me clean up my room. You helped me do the dishes. You kept me company in a place most people probably wouldn't. When you came to Windsor the first time, I mean, they all blend together to me. But you know, you did a brilliant job. And I don't remember which time it was, but you did a brilliant job with the cabinets in the kitchen upstairs. Brilliant. I mean, my brain still I can't wrap my brain around how you did all that. That's you. That's your talent, right? I'm grateful to know you. I'm grateful that you understand what it's like not to be able to breathe properly. My ribcage is fucking deformed. And your ribcage is huge. But you had problems in your life and that left you feeling suffocated, so you understand. This is the one you gave me, but you